Dave, take the wheel. Okay, shh. Hey, there he is, real quiet. Okay, hang on. Oh, I got it. Well, before MonaVie, I was a carpenter contractor, just like everybody, 9-to-5 job. Worked all day, came home late, had a good dinner, sat in the easy chair, and watched TV and crashed. You know, it was really pretty ordinary. Kim and I are high school sweethearts. I don't like to say that really because she's been my sweetheart for 32 years.
We actually went to separate high schools, and I had come over to school to visit some friends, and we actually crossed each other in the cafeteria, and we looked at each other, and honestly, it was like love at first sight. That sounds really silly, but it definitely was love at first sight, and then eventually we started dating. Somehow we met each other and started dating, and from there on out we stayed dating all the way through high school and got married when we were very young.
Steve Merritt called me on the phone, good buddy of mine. He said, hey, a friend of mine named Charlie Kalb is introducing a nutritional beverage to market from North Florida to South Florida. I want you to meet him. What's nutritional beverage? I mean, I was a carpenter. I thought a nutritional beverage was Bud Light. And he explained to me that it was fruits and would I like to meet Charlie? And I said, sure. The first thing I really said was, you know, TV's getting pretty bad. I'd be glad to come over and meet Charlie. Kim told me, she said, don't get in anything. So I went over there with Steve, and they showed me the berry brochure, and they poured the juice and drank it. They flipped the enrollment form over, and within 7 minutes I was signing up in MonaVie because those guys were so excited. So then I called Kim, and I said, hey, Kim, you got to come over and meet Charlie and Debbie. And she said, what are you doing over there? So I was busted right away. You know what? When we had a 9-to-5 job, we really couldn't spend as much time together. The kids are off college today, and I'd have to be off at work. But now that I'm semi-retired with MonaVie, we're able to spend a lot of time together here. We're at one of the #1 shopping places in town, and the girls are having the time of their life, and the guys, we're just kind of nervous. We wondered, we're going to go eat.
Well, I was pretty much involved right from the start. I mean, I didn't really want to build a business, but after I got over that, we started doing some meetings with Steve and Gina Merritt, realized how excited people were. I was totally on board. And right from the start, we treated this like a big business.
Well, you know, it was incredible because our income just grew beyond belief. We never thought we'd ever make that kind of money. So I literally started feeling differently about my hammer. As a matter of fact, I didn't want anything to do with it. So I was was nervous because for 30 years I was a carpenter. So here I called all the guys I did carpenter work for, and I told them at first, 6 months into the business, I told them I was going to take the summer off because I wasn't quite sure. So it was kind of funny. So now I'm sitting at home, and I'm rocking on my porch, looking out at the lake, thinking, I'm the berry man. You know, it was really kind of crazy. I built this out in the acreage, out where all the good old boys are. And the motto for the company was, drink it, feel it, share it. And the it's factor, it's simple, it's fun, it's MonaVie. Well, I couldn't skip around with my coolie bag out there in the acreage saying it's simple, it's fun, it's MonaVie. So I kind of changed the saying to get jacked up on the juice, share the berries, and get her done. And then all the guys out there could relate to it. So we sponsored a bunch of the friends and stuff that we've done carpenter work with.
This business grew quickly to a largely successful business, and so we needed an area to put the home office, so we created one. It's in a little corner in the house, so it didn't involve a lot. Basically, you can run a business of this magnitude with an unbelievable residual income right from your home.
You know, it was really pretty neat because we moved to South Florida, and there was all kinds of wealth down here. Bentleys all over, Rolls Royces, and I told Kim, I said, you know what? By the time we're 30, we're going to own one of those. Because I started my own construction company, my carpentry business, and we're working really hard and making good money. And so here we are. I said, by the time we're 30, well, 30 started to approach, and I'm thinking, wow, Bentleys are kind of expensive. So I went down and we bought a Cadillac. And so, hey, we enjoyed that. But then all of a sudden, 40 started to approach, and we realized that, wow, we can't even afford a Cadillac. So here we are. A short period after that, we get in MonaVie, and we started drinking the juice, and we started prospering. I started, the dreams that I'd put on the shelf of the Bentley, I got them back out, and I started going around the Bentleys. For years, I would go to the Rolls Bentley dealership when everybody else was asleep to keep my dream alive, and I started doing that again. And when I finally got to the Bentley dealership during business hours, I'd met the salesman, and he said, wow, how do you know so much about these Bentleys? And I said, you know what, there's never been another man in this town that's walked around this dealership this much without ever buying a Bentley. And that was pretty neat. We bought one and drove it out of there, and it was neat because we sponsored the whole dealership.
This is an awesome business because you get to get some of the things that you've always been dreaming of, and you know, we have a lot of nice cars, we have a nice home, but after you get those things you realize that there's other things that we could be doing. And so, you know, with the MORE project, and things just keep coming our way where we are able to help people, and we don't have to, you know, we're not concerned over our finances anymore or anything else that we're doing, so we're able to help other people.
And you know, it was really pretty neat when I met Charlie. I actually said, you know what, Charlie, I've never been able to do anything for anybody but my family. I took great care of my family, but I wasn't able to help other people. And you know, once we got the cars and the boats and all that stuff out of the way, you know, then we realized, wow, this is neat. We really got really involved in the MORE project and helping children in Nicaragua, and just some neat stuff that, you know, we never would have been able to do without MonaVie. My brother Jeff in Michigan's in Emerald, and Stacy and Van, my sister Stacy, they just new blue diamonds in the business. My brother Michael out in D.C. is just scratching on Ruby right now. My sister Tammy now is just really excited about the business. She's going to move on. I called them all and I said, hey, look, I'm going to get rich. And I'll tell you, rich is relative. We were rich before MonaVie. Food in the refrigerator, the kids were healthy. We had a lot of love in our house, but you know, money's kind of neat too. So that was neat. It's a great business where you can help you. I'm helping my brothers and my sisters and our kids. We're having a ball together as an extended family now, where we could never spend time together before, and now we're all spending time together and having the time of our life.